Hey everyone, we are back with another Guild War banger, the second Guild War of the new season. I guess we'll get right to it. There's nothing to talk about for now. Today we are fighting against a Chinese guild. By the way, I just like to mention we have the best war plan for today, so let's hope this is enough motivation. Let's go into the first attack against Luxu 2 IA. Round 1, a classic, so to say. We've got Harsetti, we've got Genesis Ross, we've got Elenov. Yeah, there's Elenov. We don't care. We still go for the Blue Hwaion check. In round 2, we've got a very soft comp with Rinak, Setsuka, and Boss Aronka. Now I'll switch it up here and I'll go for the buffed Tori. However, I have a slight feeling we might not even see Tori in action. But maybe we will. Anyway, round 1, Aram. Release imprint, bird's eye view for souls, protection set, and whatever set. 23k HP should be good for the protection set. I re-get my Argent Waves. Now she has a lot of gear. Destruction, or a lot of attack, I mean. Destruction and Torrent, 350 crit damage. I'm overcapping even, but it's fine. And then we've got Hekat. As you can tell, she usually is 200 speed. She now has some ER. I don't know why. It's just my warfare pieces. They all roll ER whenever they are actually good. And then roll the piece. So, like this. What can you do? But yeah, 4.1k attack. She's on 4 of Blue Rose, so we have an additional soul. Now we're overcapping on souls in this case. But we're saving souls for Epic 8, aren't we? And her own imprint. Alright, bottom team. I should re-gear this Moondome, but I'm confident that the enemy won't see turn 2. So, or turn 3 after Rinak moves. So that's the build. Should be fine. Then we've got Benimaru, 179 speed, so he'll outspeed once Rinak moved. Tachi, yada yada, the old spiel. Should be fine. And then we've got Tori. This is my old build. She's probably too slow for today's meta, but for this Guild War, it should be fine. It's the Tori that I used 3-4 seasons ago when she was briefly meta, together with Red Ras. Oh, well, good times, honestly. That was a cool meta. I liked it. But yeah, this is the Tori. She's on her own artifact, Feet of Criticism for the shield. So the Rinak, especially if the Rinak was on Pursuit set, my Tori would be in danger. She would die, actually. So we need the extra oomph. Now we have Moondome, she protects us. Better said, sorry though. So let's get right to it. And let's hope this is not a trap Harsetti too, because that might ruin my day. If this is highest defense Harsetti on knowledge sheet, okay, she's on Bubble Maker, so we won basically. Because this S2 goes into Elenov, and then the S3 most likely kills her. Alright. Yeah. So Eleanor's dead, then we S3 with Hekat onto the Genesis Ras. Ras dies, and it's gonna be whatever. So let's S3, let's Soulburn because why not? And that's over. I usually would go for S1 here, but I'm not playing around. So let's just S3 onto Hekat or Hwaion, whoever I feel like, and then let's just get this over with. Just a regular swipe. Alright, good. Second attack. Let's get it, Rinak. She's not that fast. As expected, went into Moondome because she has, she's the only non-red unit. Alright, we take no damage, very cool. Is that maybe the moment where I wish I had... Oh no, the Soulburn is on S1. Never mind. Let's S3 on Arunka. Okay, she's a standard Arunka. That was 16k, more than half her HP, so Arunka is dead for sure. We did not quite kill the Setsuka, but that's fine. And the cool part I like about Tori's buff is increased hit chance. It's undispellable, so there is no way, Jose, we miss on Setsuka ever again. I love it. So bye-bye, Setsuka. Renak does not take a turn. We get another Cascade. That was the second part of her buff. She now gets... Our Cascade has virtually no cooldown anymore, which is very cool, so we can summon yet again, because we have more than enough buffs on Tori. Tori is actually a good unit nowadays. I really like it. Well, that was attack number 1. Very cool. We even got Tori to play a part. Nice. Alright, round 2, or attack number 2. Round 1, we've got Lady of the Scales, Freer, and Genesis Ras. Also an older comp that usually is rather easy to beat. This time the enemy, the Chinese guy, has a brain. He actually put Lady in the front, in the front, so you can't renact this. But there's still our go-to unit, who is Syngenica. I put her on Prophetic Candlestick for 40% chance to reset cooldowns. Mine is super fast, as you can tell, has enough ER to resist the Genesis Ras, unless this is some magical super high effectiveness Genesis Ras, which I don't believe it will be. So it should be fine. And then we've got Lady of the Scales, who is on Unfading Memories, which is another 20, so I'm like 160 ER even. Standard build, I don't believe I need to change anything here. She's gonna push up enough, etc. So we should be fine. And then my standard RTA Freerun should be good too. Bottom team. Now, the bottom team is something that I'm actually not sure of. And this is me basically limit testing. I am literally going for an RNG win, so to say. Because Bellona doesn't have 100% ER. Because for every 50, for every surviving ally, which includes herself, she gains 15% evasion. Now, our team only consists of 3 units, so that's 45. Combined with Setsuka's passive, that's 75% chance to dodge. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I believe this is still one of the safer comps if you don't have a scout. So this is the build. I slowed her down considerably. Usually she's 180 speed. I gave her a little bit more bulk at the cost of attack and crit damage, because I feel like unless we get killed in one attack, we should be fine. But I don't know. We'll see, I guess. My actual hope is that the enemy team, if it allows for it, that Harsetti and Ilinov go before my team, so to say, or however, at least make it that Nodos goes last of the enemy team. The last thing I'd actually want to see is Nodos going second. Actually, no, that'd be kind of good, but I still don't want Nodos to go second, because that means he's going to attack second. And that doesn't leave me with much choice in terms of setting up and getting stuff back. But anyways, this is my Ilinov. She's on Aureus. I don't believe I need the ER here. So she's tanky. And let's really hope that it's enough. So the bulk on my Bellona is enough, plus the Aureus from Ilinov helps, plus the passive for 30%, I believe it's 30% pen resistance against Nodoses S2, yeah. So 30% pen res against Nodoses S2 attack in God of War battle, so Nodos. If you don't remember, he penetrates by 50%, which is quite a lot, meaning my Bellona will effectively only have 600 defense, which I don't really like. I mean, it's 50%, and that gets reduced a little bit by Ilinov, considerably so even, but still. That's why I'm kind of, I don't know if I survived this. But then we've got Setsuka, standard build. She should be fine as long as she doesn't get hit as well. So let's get right into it. I believe this tower was still very healthy. Yep. As you can tell, we have a lot of ins. So let's hope we don't add to the ins. All right. Time for round 1. That's usual speeds. Nothing too concerning. Okay, let's get it up. The free turn immortality. Speed buff, yada yada yada, all the good stuff. Attack buff too. But push. The good part is, or the sad part is that my Freeran doesn't move before the enemy scales. That would have been ideal. So be it, I guess. At least I can force the scales to push up again, because I'm gonna S3, drop the scales as S3, and Genesis Ras will always S2, S3 into, or S2 into, what's the name? Sinji, so we should be fine. So the only scary part here is surviving the whole burst damage on my Lady of the Scales. But it should be fine. Yeah, we take another turn here. I can try to fear the Freeran. That'd be great if we actually got that off. No, we didn't. Too bad. 32k HP Ras. He does not land anything. I didn't pay attention whether we procced Candlestick yet. Is it 3F? I think I saw 3F here. No, I didn't see 3F. It's all good. No, there we go. 3F procced. Excellent. I'm gonna send this into Freeran because we still have abundance buff up. And it just gives us a little bit more damage on the Freeran. Yeah, perfect. Very nice. We heal up a bit. We killed the Freeran. That's why Pursuit set is absolutely goated. I'll spare the soul here, just for the dual attack. We are bing chilling, and this Ras cannot win this anymore. So very nice and clean. Let me check the cooldown. Yeah, it should be. We should lab so much that it doesn't matter, even if we still have one more immortality left. So that's super safe. Unless we kill him? No, we don't. But we lab anyway. I should have just this one, but yeah, whatever. It's good enough. Now I'm prolonging the fight unnecessarily. Ras is gone. Alright, and here comes the more dicey part, honestly. I'm low-key nervous. And how this will go. Oh, it's a mid-speed Harsetti. So this Harsetti is probably 200-ish speed. Okay, we got the anti-counter buff, but we stripped that immediately. I'm still gonna press this button, just for the 30 fighting spirit. And now we are at the mercy of Bellona dodging, because 2 out of 3 units, okay, that was 1 dodge, very nice. And I really like the synergy between Ilanav, Setsuka and Bellona here. There is no real point in going for Notos other than injuring him down. The good part is Harsetti goes next. So we'll proc our S2. I'll send this into Ilanav, I suppose. Actually, I should probably not have. Because we can't gain immunity. And now I have infinite cooldown on this. So please miss. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. If he misses here, that'd be so good. Okay, he missed. That's so good for us. That's whatever. We heal up a bit. We don't heal up. Here we healed up. I think I changed my mind and I'm gonna try to get rid of Harsetti here. Because I don't like how much damage she deals. I pressed the button again. Thank you. Miss, very nice. No miss. This should proc our Bellona again. Oh, this injury, it's making me nervous. But we have full HP. Oh my god. Okay, so Bellona is dead for sure, but that's all of Nodoso's attacks. We counter once more. Okay, that's good. Was this, no, this was Price of a Monarch enough, so I have to get rid of her here. So we proc Setsuka. Oh, we counter, and Nodus comes back, naturally. Let's see, there's 3 turns more cooldown. Okay, yeah, I can spare this. As I have enough HP. Perfect, we heal up. We lethal. Yeah, okay. Nice. Oh my god. I lost Bellona, but yeah, all good. Bellona still felt super squishy. I am really not comfortable with this. It's way too risky, I believe. But we won. That's all that matters. And let's get to the last attack of today. 2 very old comps, so to say. Round 1 from DJ is Lady of the Scales, Genesis Raz in the front row, and Setsuka. So we'll go with the tried and true and unlosable combo of Roana, Elenaf, and Hassel. My Roana, we've probably seen her plenty of times. That's the build, standard stuff. Release imprint. The Elenaf, same as before, just Adamant Shield for 16% damage reduction. We're probably looking at a longer fight, and I just don't want to take unnecessary damage on her. And the 16% damage reduction from crits, because the main unit's crit, is, I believe, better than the Aureus here. And then we've got Hassel, standard build, some ER. We are on release imprint on Ilinov. We gain 20% from Shimadra stuff from Ranov, so we are at 131. ER should be more than enough, especially when we consider that we have immunity for the first turn. And our HP on Hassel, especially with the release imprint of Rana, should be higher than Setsuka, so she cannot dispel our immunity whatsoever. Round 2, Bossa Ronka, Bystander, and 3 of them. We'll go with my Luna, top speed, 322, obviously. Then we've got Shulaha, 301 speed, so she cannot cut my Luna. And we'll push up our Genesis Raz on his own artifact. We don't need this artifact, in fact. I'll just go 3F, even though 3F is a little bit less HP, but we could use the additional damage from it. Maybe. I don't think we will. But since we're not going to soul burn into the boss Aronka, I will just raw as free, raw dog, no condom, no nothing, because I don't want to risk getting S2'd by Divine Vessel from Wyong. So, yeah, should be fine. Round 1's going to take a little bit longer. Who cares? Gonna be a safe cup. And we do want no ends. Alright, as expected, Skeleton moves first, 70 HP. That's easy enough. Vitsuka goes second, 22 HP, so rather standard RTA build. She's not gonna strip anything here. And Genesis Raz, 25k HP on Daydream Joker. Well, that's a clever tech. It's not gonna help though. But I'm curious to see the damage. Okay, it was more than I expected it to be. I'll be real. But let's injury down the Raz. Or not. Or slightly less so, to be more precise. Right, we start countering with Hustle, which is a very good sign. That's a 3 turn immunity. No counters go. The bread and butter of Hustle is getting countered, and now we're not getting countered. That's unlucky. The good part is on our next counter, which hopefully happens soon, we will proc the Genesis Raz. I'm just gonna soul bend this, hoping to hit. We hit perfectly, even crit. So we proc the Genesis Raz here. I probably should have went into... Oh, never mind, Setsuka counters, perfect. So Hustle does her thing. There's no point in hitting Ras, so let's hit Scales. No counter, Ras S1. I believe Ras takes another turn before I do, but so be it. Okay, Setsuka almost ready to pop. Maybe we can kill Ras? Excellent. So that's Ras and all the mitigation gone. Now I just realized dating Broker gets progressively better the more I injure him, so I probably shouldn't be attacking Ras with LNF anymore. But yeah. Lethal Whispers, so one more attack there for Setsuka to go off. That should be fine. Let me hit Setsuka to prop that, or not. I repeat, let me hit Setsuka so she procs. There we go. Alright, the good part about this is that Setsuka is about to move. That was the entire reason why I attacked Setsuka here. Bit counter. Because Hustle, when she now gets a turn, she just kills off the Setsuka. Yes, this takes away my only source of counters, but at this point I don't really care anymore. I'll just spray into so Ras should have S2, S3 ready again. In an unlucky case, oh no, just S3. In an unlucky case, he kills Verana, but I don't think he will. It's probably gonna do like 7k damage or so. Even less. Yeah, that's all good. Man, we are so slow that we're getting lapped with the scales. Maybe going this slow was a little bit too much. Hustle is just gonna kill off the scales, so I'll just S1, Soban S1 here. Let's get more HP. Yeah, this is unlosable now. It never was losable to begin with, honestly. Alright, let's get rid of scales. Ras goes, gets resisted, gets countered too, which is very cool. Alright, it is. Nice. Easy. Alright, last attack of the day. Yep, as expected. Well, Soulburn. Let's push up our Ras. And goodbye, enemy team. Poof. Yep, nice and clean. For a guild that has this many havoc on us, they really should think about their defenses, because that's not it, brothers. But yeah, that wraps up today's Guild War. Let's pack it up. That's the end of today's Guild War. A little bit sweaty against that Nodos comp. I really need to find something that works more reliably, especially against the trap comps with Farsetti on Knowledge Seed, highest defense Farsetti too. Because these can't end you, especially with Eleanor on the field, so I'm not feeling that comfy against that one yet. But I'll eventually, hopefully, maybe find something. We'll see. But for now, this is it. I will try, no promises, to make a video on Nodos, a review video, so to say. I'm not quite sure whether I'll have the time for tomorrow, meaning on March 26th, on the first day, or whether I'll make it on Friday. Either case might be fine for me. Me personally, I get off work at 1 p.m. on Friday, so this allows me to do the video more more conveniently, so to say. I want to get rid of the video, or want to make the video on Nodos before Saturday, because on Saturday we are getting a huge news update for what's coming in Epic 7, probably a new episode, no units, etc. So I want to make a video about that, naturally, but I also want to get the Nodos video out and for it to get the exposure it deserves, because Notice is a crazy strong unit, and I don't want to get it buried in all the cool stuff that we're about to get in the next few weeks. So yeah, a little bit tight schedule, but we'll make it work somehow. So thank you all for watching today's Guild War. Have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're from, and see you next time. Bye bye.